Kaylee Cuoco and Sam Claflin star in the MGM Plus original series, Vanished. When the man Alice loves disappears on a train to the south of France, every romantic memory becomes evidence. Every intimate detail, a potential threat. She thought she knew everything about him, but she may not even know his real name. New episode Sunday on MGM Plus. Finding the truth is a dangerous affair.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to another episode of The Reality Is. As always, it's Noor. And guys, it's a very exciting week because the Super Bowl is about to happen. And I don't know if you know, but the Pats are in the Super Bowl. And I don't know if you know about the Patriots, but they used to have a player called Tom Brady. And I have a guest on today who the entire fandom of Tom Brady believes is their number one enemy. Hi, Kelli Williams.
Hello. Very shocking considering I'm a lifelong Patriots fan.
That's my favorite thing about it.
How dare People Magazine write an article about my tweet without just calling me X user?
That's crazy to me.
Oh,
it's rude. And then people are like screenshotting it and sharing it and then not even give credit where credit is due, okay?
Listen, I wasn't called a 300-pound lesbo for nothing. You can credit me.
I cannot believe I'm like lesbo spelled Lezbo.
It's just merch. I want to make lesbo merch.
Like I was gonna say, it's very nostalgia now. Like
it is. I was like, I've never been called a lesbo until 2026. That's crazy.
You thought that was behind you. You were like, I came out too late. I didn't get on lesbo. It happened too late for me. It's not, it's like people that got to use Palm Pilots. Like you didn't get to do that. That's fine. And they brought it back.
If people ask me, are you straight or gay? I'm going to say lesbo.
And you should, because it's such a funny term. You're reclaiming it.
I am. And honestly, just when I took an edible and made that TikTok, I never expected it to get 2 million views on Instagram. And what's so bizarre is like TikTok was really nice about it. Twitter was really nice about it. And Instagram was like, go fuck yourself, you ugly bitch.
Wait, hold on one sec. I just thought it was one of the most delightful things. I showed it to my husband and he was like, yeah, it is weird for Tom Brady to post like that. And it is really funny. And like, I just think one of the funniest things out of all the comments is like, somebody was like, I think that people are getting upset because you're like making it look like it's like men aren't allowed to have crushes or something. And I was like, no, I think that we're saying that we fucking relate to Tom Brady the most that we've ever related to him.
Did you see my response to that man?
What did you say to him? Tell us.
I said, well, I think men are just excited to call me a fat cunt.
And you know what? That's probably it.
Right. Men just love a moment to whack a woman. Like, I'm like, all he said was he had a crush. Sorry, Tom Brady's not allowed to have a crush. And like in that comment you're referring to, Noor, he was like, that man was left. I'm like, he left his family for football twice.
No, I cannot deal with that. Like they're really out there thinking like, he's a single dad. Like he's like a single dad who works 2 jobs, and loves his kids and never stops. And it's like, no, he's a multi-bajillionaire. You guys are going to be fine. He doesn't know you.
And my other favorite comments were like, you realize he's worked every Sunday, right? I do have a brain. I know I'm a woman, so it's smaller than yours, male, but whatever. Like,
so stupid.
I'm like,
It's
I came in second in fantasy football this year. Thank you very fucking much.
yes. And they're like, they just assumed they're like, this girl whose account is Laguna Biatch doesn't know about sports. And it's like, please just click like one other clip and you're gonna see it. Okay. And also, how rude of you to be like, she's a lesbo, but also she doesn't get sports. Get out of here.
Pick a lane. Pick a lane.
You can't have both. It's absurd. Anyway, I'm so excited for you. What amazing traction.
You know, I could have said his Botox is very distracting, but I didn't. I could have said he won his first Super Bowl because Adam Vinatieri kicked a really good field goal, but I didn't. I just said he has a crush.
And that was a step too far.
I know. How dare I?
You know what? I think it's also like they're like, Tom Brady would never crush on anyone. People crush on him. Like me. I'm crushing on him right now.
Or the guys are like, wait, girls know when we do that? They know that we're trying to like see if someone's looking at her story? Gay.
I know that you could not get into heated rivalry, which I respect your boundaries. I understand the boys were just not cute enough. I get it, guys. All right. But don't get mad at Kelly for it. But I will say that after watching Heated Rivalry, I was like, the thing I keep asking men is I'm like, why aren't you all just fucking each other? Because like it seems great.
Oh my God. Could you
And
imagine?
I can, and I do. My brother said, that's a really good point, but I just would like to present to you women. He's like, do you know what women look like? And I was like, no, that's fair. I understand. Every day I think that to myself.
You know, my
yeah.
brother is like such a dude, right? Like he loves sports, but like he likes to gossip too, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know, Cal. And he has like 4 children. Like he is a very straight man, okay?
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what, Cal? Everyone's a little gay sometimes. Some people are just more gay than the other.
Yeah.
He's like, I have eyes and I know Zac Efron's a good-looking guy, but I'm not gay. And I'm like,
yeah.
Look at that.
Yes. Yes. That's what my brother said. He was like, you know what? Like, of course, every man has wondered about it. And the ones that wondered about it and were like, oh, I guess that's not for me, are the ones that are normal. The ones that are like, yeah, okay. It's the guys that are like, no, don't talk about crushes about Tom Brady, okay? Only I'm allowed to talk about Tom Brady and crushes because I'm crushing on him, but I don't want to tell anybody.
Because Tom Brady doesn't crush, he fucks bitches, or whatever they think.
So stupid. He looks like a tender lover in those little pictures that he posted.
I was like, I get it. Game recognized game, Tom. I have posted my own kind of attempt at a thirst trap to see if someone's looking at my story.
And you know, it's so tough because like as a married woman who's been with this man for like 18 years, I do be posting pictures of myself like bored on a Sunday or whatever, right? And then I have to turn around and look at him on the couch next to me like, did you see my picture that I just posted on Instagram?
That's so funny.
He's the only person. He's like, you're right next to me. It's fine. Okay, let's get into this. What we're covering today. We're talking about Vanderpump Rules and Summer House. I do want to spend a lot of time talking about the premiere of Summer House because I was like, I got to get Kelly on to talk about it. It was, I will say this, the new season of Summer House, I ate that shit up like broccoli cheddar soup. It's like, is it a basic soup? Sure, but you know it's always going to be good. Yeah. And that's what I felt like.
It felt so light and fun. And I feel like maybe not having Miss Paige there helped.
Well, we'll talk about it. All right, let's talk about Vanderpump Rules first. Now, when I said, hey, are you watching Vanderpump Rules? You said, yeah, just the incest storyline.
And I stand by it. I don't want to watch any more episodes.
This week on Vanderpump Rules, these kids are in Paso Roble for a work trip, even though Shane Davis doesn't work for Vanderpump. They're having a great time. Everyone's like drunk and kumbayaing and they're kissing and they're playing with double-sided dildos. They're having the best time ever, except for Angelica, who decides to talk about the OnlyFans thing. And then becomes really weird and clingy with Shane. And I was like, I've not had this kind of secondhand embarrassment since Sheena and talking about how Rob hangs a TV in 7 minutes or less. And I loved it.
Okay, so Blair and I were saying, like, she has Sheena qualities,
Mm-hmm.
but there's not that star power.
That's right.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, and I think that
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of my thing with, like, a lot of these people is they almost feel like an almost Jax or like an almost Kristen. Like, there's so many almosts, you know, and but like no one other than Venus has actually really captivated me. But
Mm-hmm.
outside of Venus, I'm just kind of like lots of eyebrows, lots of, lots of, I don't know, like who's like the really crazy, is it Natalie or Natalie?
Natalie. I do like Natalie.
Natalie's fun. I think
Here's the
Natalie's the
thing.
only one.
Here's the thing that is, I think, missing from this group, and I would say it's missing because all of them have, I think, added this one piece into their life, which is I think they're all either medicated or on therapy or in therapy, right? So I
Mm.
think that that's the part of it that's kind of dimming their light, so to speak, because those kids back at like 10, 15 years ago were self-medicating, not with anything that was prescribed to them. And none of them were in therapy. Like
Yeah.
every season, they were like, the fact that there were all these things that happened, like very stupid things that happened. But like Marcus, who's like pretty much drunk every single scene he's in, was like, Angelica, I think that maybe you're like taking something out on Jason, even though Jason like dumped you. And I just feel like you're like maybe turning it into a joke. Like I was like, wow, that's such a wise thought coming from a drunk man. And I was like, that's what's missing from these people is like, it's not missing. I like it. I like watching them be like, have these really profound thoughts and then be like, let's play with double-sided dildos. I'm like, it's possible. You can be both, you know? But I think that's the part of it that like we would have never gotten on original Vanderpump Rules.
Also, they would have all seen the video by now, and it's insane that they weren't all like, I mean, maybe it's good. Maybe that's a
Yeah.
step in the right direction. But like Kristen Doty would have had that up on a projection screen at
I
the
was going to say.
winery.
Yes, I was going to say it would have been on the big TV. It would have been on all the
Yeah.
TVs. The boys would have woken up to that video playing on loop.
And even, is it Audrey or Aubrey?
I've been calling her Audra for like 3 weeks. That's not her name. I think it's Audrey.
Okay, so even Audrey being like, I don't think I need to see it. He did this before I knew him. I'm like, no. If that were me, I'd be like, give me your phone. I will unlock it myself or lock you out for hours, but I am seeing this.
You know, it's just the kids these days are too cool. They're too down with everything. And I think like
Yeah.
that's the part of it. Like you need a little bit more crazy, which I will say Angelica is giving. Now, what do you think about Shane Davis or Davies?
Tom Schwartz?
No, is that him? You think he's Tom Schwartz light? You think so?
Absolutely. Like, even the way he delivers lines and the way that he, like,
Interesting.
moves his head while he talks. Like, he is so Tom Schwartz.
I love him.
Oh, that's the most shocking thing I've heard since we hit record.
I think he's so funny. I think there's something so delightful about the fact that he's stone cold sober.
Mhm.
He's constantly talking about how his penis doesn't work and how small it is. And like even that moment where like Angelica's crying about like the whole thing and he's just like playing Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man or something, or like I'm assuming Street Fighter, and just like zoning out while Angelica is sobbing. I was like, I kind of think this is so funny. Like him just like saying things and then being like, like that stupid laugh he does. I don't know, something about it. I was just like, he like kind of gently let Angelica down. Like that is what we want from men, you know?
Yeah.
And so he is giving that, but at the same time, he's just like, still like, it's interesting to see somebody be like ethically non-monogamous all the time and like actually open about it. It's like, okay, I just realized what it is. All of these people do the things that the Vanderpump Rules people used to do, but all of them are very sure of what they're doing and they're like accepting of what they're doing. Whereas like the Vanderpump Rules old cast used to do those things and deny that they had a problem. All of these people are like, no, this is who I am. And I think that's where you go,
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to be just like slightly more delusional.
I was gonna say the delusion's missing. Like that, like Sheena is like the perfect reality star to me. Like so
Yeah.
delusional. Also, I mean, I was gonna say puts it all out there, but we found out she didn't.
No.
But like that delusion, even Kristen, like she was so delusional. The only maybe not delusional one is like Katie.
Yeah.
You know?
How everybody thought was like a wet blanket because she wasn't delusional enough.
Not me. I was a Katie truther.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me
I
too.
saw the vision.
I was like, she had her boyfriend dump a beer on her head.
Yeah.
They're being terrible. Okay.
Right.
She's surrounded by monsters. They let her color her hair orange. Nobody said anything. Please.
She fell through a skylight.
She felt okay. I think about that all the time.
Yeah, that's scary.
She had brain injury, guys. That's crazy stuff. I mean, in that same regard, Shane Davis shot like 9 times.
Yeah, like, okay, 50 Cent.
Every time. Just casually be like, yeah, my entire family was on meth. I started doing meth as like a 5-year-old. And then his dad shows up. He's like, yeah, my dad's not sober. I wanted to go get drunk with him, but then I didn't. But he got drunk. I was like, you're so casual about it. There's something about his sureness that like, it would have been really dark and sad in like the old Vanderpump Rules. But this one, I'm like, oh, you seem to be doing just fine. Let's talk about this OnlyFans video.
Okay.
You think it's incest?
Yeah, I think if you're naked with your cousin rubbing lube on each other, that's like a step too far for me. Call me a prude.
Call me old-fashioned.
Call me what you want. But if you're showing each other your buttholes in the caption, like, to me, that's a bit far. I personally have never done such a thing with my cousin. That's crazy. In the way that, like, that they were like, it's called marketing. Do you know about marketing? I'm like, I don't think I do. I went to school for it, but if this is how I don't know if we're on the same page.
Are they teaching a different kind of marketing in colleges now? What's going on?
I think you're lying. That like, if you're not doing incest but saying you're doing incest, I think that's a lie. It's not like, it's not marketing.
Oh my God. So apparently in the video, which nobody has seen except for maybe Demi has spelled Demi, is that her name?
Yes.
Demi has watched like a few seconds of it, and she says it just looks like guys like giving each other massages while completely naked. And I was like, it's still a touch too far for me.
Right. Like the guy with the eyebrows who looks like he would have dated Audrina on the Hills.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Not Chris. I think his name's
Jason.
Yes. Perfect Hills character.
Perfect.
But when what did he say? He was like, well, if that's incest, then I guess it is, or whatever. And he's like, I have no shame. And I'm like, no, it is what you're doing. And then Shane, last week, he's like, well, my cousin like showed me how to fuck. I'm like, what is everyone doing with their cousins?
When Shane said that, I was like, that's assault. Actually, I hate to tell you, but if you were a child and then a grown person, 2 grown people came and made you have sex with one of the grown people, that is, I hate to break it to you, but that is molestation. I'm sorry that happened to you.
This storyline makes me feel conservative. Like, I feel like I'm like buttoning up my like shirt and pearls and like tightening my tie, and I'm like, oh my God. But I'm like, no, this is incest from everything I've heard.
You're like, yeah, the liberals have taken it a bit too far.
Yeah.
I think that it's for sure, like, as soon as I met these 2 characters, like the very first episode, I was like, oh, they're doing stuff to each other. Like, that's their shtick. Like, that is their thing. The only thing I will say is like, I just think Angelica's like not great about delivering it. Like, she wants to make a joke out of it, and then when everybody's like, it's not funny, she's like, why is everybody being so mean to me? And I was like, that's where I like lose Angelica, because I think that she's doing a little bit too much like ew, because she already started ew-ewing the OnlyFans. Yeah. So if she had been cool with the OnlyFans, she's like, yeah, whatever, he makes money how he makes it. And then later on, she was like, okay, no, I'm not okay with that. I would have been fine with it. But I think because she's like a little bit sex shamey, like I don't like that. But I do love watching a beautiful woman cry on TV. So that was nice for me.
Well, my only thought is like the way Demi reacted to seeing that video. Yeah. I was like, it was a lot more than like whatever they said. And they're like, I don't know if lubing up your cousin's incest. I'm like, I don't know if it is, but it's definitely crossing quite a few lines for me.
Yeah, it's like if you're naked and your cousin's naked and then you decide to touch each other's bodies, even if it's just above the waist, that's not normal.
Like, what's going on?
And both have erections? I don't want to sound old-fashioned, but I think that that's maybe that's a cause for concern. I understand. I
Yeah.
did crack up when like they were all drunk and coming back from like wherever, and Jason like randomly revealed about his like lesbian grandma. and then and then sobbing.
Yeah, he's like, she never got to live in her truth, and I'm always gonna live in my truth. And I'm like, you know what? That's beautiful. Like Jason, this is gonna sound like really mean. He's so dumb that
So dumb.
like he's just like a dummy. And like I'm like, he's very nice, but it's not because he's nice, it's because he's stupid.
That's exactly right. I thought one of the worst things he did was last week. He's Italian. He's from New Jersey, and he said he didn't know what ziti was.
Oh, yeah, see? That's like that's like worse than Casey on Laguna Beach saying like a quesadilla por favor, like or whatever. Like you know, he's like, what kind of what's a ziti? I'm like,
It's a noodle, man.
my God,
What is wrong with you?
this kid pissed me off.
Maybe if you got your head out of your cousin's ass, you might know what a ziti is. It didn't make me laugh though, because I was like, are you trying to say like your grandma, like you're gay, he's like mom's gay, like your gay mom, are you saying like that's the reason why you're on OnlyFans and you don't judge it? I was like, is that what we're doing here?
That's what it seemed like.
Because Jason, I think even your gay grandma would not be okay with that.
She'd be like, stop lubing up your cousin and filming it, please. I don't know. I'm
You're gonna
curious
think
what
it's
your
my
listeners
fault.
think. Yeah, exactly. I want your listeners to DM me and tell me if it's incest if you are naked with your cousin and lube each other up.
Yes, it's incest adjacent. And that's the thing. Like, I love everybody. This is what I mean about like, they're all like, I sound like an old person. Like, they're too woke for their own good. Like, you're so woke that you're like ignoring the incest. Like, come on, guys. And I think it's also because like, I mean, I know Marcus is half black, but I think Kim is Latina, but like, I think that also it's like a bunch of like young white people that are like learning to be like accepting and inclusive of all things. But like people of color who are accepting and inclusive of all things are like, yeah, but not that. Like, we are all like, wait, no, like that's not okay, you know? And so like, I think that these guys are just like, no, like it's like everything is fine.
I don't want to have any yums.
Yeah, they're like, it's consensual, right? Like, so it's fine. Like, no, I don't think that it is.
I don't know what it is. Like, oh, yeah. I'm tapping out now because like the reactions haven't been what I wanted. So I'm like, I'm done with this show. Thank you.
Okay, that's fair. I'm still gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Summer House. We had the premiere of Summer House. Like I said, basic broccoli cheddar soup, but yummy, so fucking good. We met new housemates. There was a big party, and Kyle and Amanda's divorce makes more sense than ever. But it makes sense to Amanda now too, not just to us. We've been saying it for years. Kyle's pretty much the same person he's always been. It just seems like maybe Amanda's gotten on board with it. Let's get into the conversation with Kyle and Amanda. Your thoughts?
Listen, thank God to everyone on TikTok that put together all those compilations that went across Amanda's For You page. I think that might have helped. And
yes,
like she said, she's like, you look at the internet and everyone's rooting for you to divorce. And I see a lot of people saying like, well, you know, Kyle was never going to change and
yeah,
Amanda should have known. And I've seen people call Amanda lazy. And I'm like, I feel like we don't even know Amanda without Kyle.
yeah.
So I don't know if that's totally fair to say. But I do think it's crazy that she wants to start like a bathing suit line. And he's like, well, fuck her. I want to be a DJ. And it's like, I don't know. I guess you could say, well, what's stopping Amanda from like creating another line and doing all this other stuff? But it's also like, she's married to someone who she had a company with and was probably like kind of okay focusing on their one company. And then your 45-year-old frat boy husband decides to become a DJ and you've only seen him a weekend and a half in 6 months. Like even Carl being, who I've warmed up to, even Carl being like, he was at Penn State on a Thursday.
That was crazy. He's like, why would you go to Penn State on a Thursday from Manhattan? That's crazy.
Yeah, it was nice to see Amanda without Paige because I think, and I could be wrong. I'd love your thoughts on this, but I feel like a lot of times like Amanda would let Paige do the talking when
Mm-hmm.
it came to like Kyle and stuff. And it's just nice because like I rewatched season 2, I think it is, before this season aired, and I was like, wow, Amanda used to like go after Kyle. And she
Mm-hmm.
used to be like, no, you shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's healthy. Like, I'm not trying to like
Yeah.
condone that behavior, but it's just nice that she seems to have a voice again. And like, she's really just sick of his shit and sick of him making her look stupid.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw, but I saw an ad come across my Instagram. Amanda did like an ad for like a lamp or something, or some
Oh,
sort of a
okay.
sleep aid company or whatever, and it could have been for sheets. I'm not sure what it was. It involved being in bed, but it was actually a really good ad. Like, I watched it and I was like, oh my god, Amanda's like got a really fun personality. She's like, guys, it's bedtime, so you know what that means. And then she like gets into bed, and then she's like pulls out a book, and she's like, and I start my bedtime by reading a book. Just kidding. You guys know I can't read. And I would probably really just be on my phone, but I can't be on my phone because I'm using this phone to make this ad right now. Like, I was like, oh my God, Amanda, like, you're so funny and like cute, right? And I think ultimately the thing with Kyle, why he started being a DJ and like why Kyle always wants to be the main character. And I also think like Kyle met Amanda when Kyle was how old Amanda is now.
Yeah.
And I think that when you get to the age that your partner is, if they're older than you, like I feel this happens like with parenting, like when I turned the age that my mom was, when I like really remember her parenting me, I had a different experience with my mom. Like I understood her a little
Hmm.
differently. And I think like Amanda's like met Kyle when he was 35 and now he's 45 and now she's 35 and she's like, "Wait, you were doing that shit? Like this is why would you do that?" And I think it's that realization that you start to go, "Oh, my husband is an idiot." Like,
Yeah.
and I think like because she's like, he's an idiot and I'm smarter than him and I'm better than him, Kyle is not okay with that. Like this entire episode, he's just grumbling to himself how like she does not want to hang out with him and she doesn't care and she doesn't like him and all this stuff. And it's like he just wants to be the main character in her life.
Yeah.
And frankly, she doesn't think anything you do is cute or funny.
Yeah, and I think that that's where like just the trouble begins. We have like I said, we've watched this for what, 9 seasons now
Yeah.
of just them like almost breaking up over and over. But that is a really good point. And I feel like even like maybe not so much last season, but the season before, Kyle was at least pretending he wanted to settle
Yeah.
down. And
Hmm.
I think he like dangled that in front of her. And like Amanda has kind of just been like, whatever, Kyle, like for so
Yeah.
long that I bet when he started DJing, he thought she'd be like, whatever, Kyle, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think I loved what Sierra said, which I was like, Socrates could never. She said, people become DJs because they just don't want to go home and they should just be honest about that. And I was like, wow.
Sierra hates Kyle.
That woman, every time he does something, the look that she gives him, she's like, you fucking fuck. I hate you so fucking much. I hope you fall in your stupid fuck face. She
Yeah.
can't stand him. And I've been in Sierra's shoes before. I
Oh,
have We've all been there. We've all had a friend who hates their partner and has told you way too much stuff, and then you have to pretend to like them.
or you don't.
Or you don't.
And that's a whole nother situation.
Or you just go, I don't want to be around this person. And then you don't have that friend anymore, is
Hmm.
usually what ends up happening. I just thought that was so good. I was like, yeah, if Kyle just like wanted to go home, I think all of this would be over. But then I thought to myself, do you think Meredith Marks is also trying to not go home?
No, because what's his face is always with her, Seth.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
always like passing out caviar bumps or whatever they're up to. Those fucking freaks. I don't.
Thank you. No, that's exactly what they are. They're fucking freaks. Okay. The Marxes are weird guys. They're a weird family. Okay. Everybody's like queen mother icon. No, she's a weirdo. It's weird. Why are you a DJ at this age? You're 60. And like, I'm not trying to age shame, but like, what is going on? Why is everybody becoming a DJ?
Like, why did Dorinda have a DJ party at 9 a.m. during BravoCon?
Oh my God. it's like they've ran out of things. And also, like, I've been to parties or like I've been to like DJ sets before, and like it's because like they play really good mixes and stuff. I don't trust the mixes that Meredith Martin. She's not mixing. There's no mixing. There's no mixing. She's just there doing caviar bumps or whatever. And like Kyle, I could maybe believe that he would like do a few like fun mixes, but like, come on. You
Yeah.
know, it's like the most basic shit ever. Like he, I think, has the skill level of like a wedding DJ.
I was gonna say he probably DJs how I would DJ, which is just songs I want to hear, like just back to back with really no mixing or no like rhyme or reason. But
Yeah.
I would be like, no, it would be Promiscuous Girl, and then it's gonna be No Hands by Waka Flocka, and that's what we're gonna listen to.
And then if I was a DJ, I'd be like, we're listening to Celine Dion and other 90s divas. So
Right.
get ready to cry.
And Kyle would cry to Celine Dion. That is something I'm sure of. Kyle Cook has cried to Celine Dion once in his life.
Yeah, and Kyle Cook would like everybody's having a great time at a party, and then he would just start missing his wife or whatever, and then he would put on like My Heart Will Go On, and everybody would be like, Kyle, what's going on?
We'd be like,
He'd
why
just be
don't you
sobbing.
go home to her? And he'd be like, I can't. I'm the DJ now.
I'm the DJ now. Did you feel like she was flirting with this new guy, Ben?
Yes. Very much so, but I'm also kind of like, whatever. Like, I know that that's like terrible.
No,
but,
it's not.
Like, Amanda's really hot, okay?
Yes.
And she has a great body. She has abs and boobs. Like, she's got a
I
lot going
know.
for her. And she deserves to feel hot. Like, now it makes more sense why she kind of like unfortunately gravitated towards fucking musician Jesse Solomon.
Ugh.
But yeah, I don't know. I almost like rewatching the old season. I was like, it should have been Carl and Amanda the entire time.
Wow, that is a hot take. And you know what? I do see it because Carl he was just such a dad this episode. Carl came in and he was like, I'm gonna be in the mix with his stupid cowboy hat. I was like, what are you doing?
But I'm like, you know what? You seem confident for the first time ever, so get it.
He's just like, over the years, my relationship with Carl is like, ew, he's gross. He's like yucky and he's like too drugged out and I don't like him at all. And he's like smarmy. And then he got sober and he had a fat ass. And I was like, oh, Carl is hot. And then the Lindsay years, I was like, Carl's a loser. And now I'm like settled to like, Carl is like that guy that was everybody thought was like super duper hot. And then you had 2 conversations with him. You're like, oh my God, he's a dweeb in like not a fun way. He's like so lame. And I think like I feel like Carl is a person that I would feel 1000%. He's like a hot guy that I would feel totally safe around.
Yeah,
I would have no feelings around him.
No, and he would like make sure you're okay. Like he would
Yeah.
check in on you, which I think's kind.
Very kind.
But as a Hub House stan, it did take me
Yes.
a while to get there.
Of course. I mean, I don't want to hear a man talk about how he wants to be hugged harder and how he wants softness.
And how like he's like, I'm a victim too. And I'm like, you called production to break up with her on camera. I don't know, like
I can't. I am happy to see that they are friends. They're very good
Yeah.
friends.
Because they
Which
were
is-
great friends.
Yes. And I don't think that they were ever supposed to be together. I think that like I think Carl got soberish and like gravitated towards Lindsay because she's his best friend. And Lindsay was like, okay, yeah, because Lindsay was like, I want to have a baby and I've got this timeline.
Yeah.
So she was like, makes sense. Like, of course. And also I think that there was like the bravo of it all of like
Yeah.
they were immediately like this like big couple, you know what I mean? But going back to Amanda and Ben, yeah, I felt like, by the way, am I crazy? I don't think he's that hot.
So certain angles that I got, I was like, I really, really get it. And I think
Okay.
having an Australian accent is like
Yes.
makes people hotter immediately.
Yeah, let me look him up real quick. Let me see. Ben
In
Summerhouse.
motion, he was cuter than in pictures. I'll say that. Like, because I looked at his Instagram and I was like, what? But like seeing him and like, I was like, I get it.
You know what? I still don't see it.
And that's okay.
He looks like if you took Luke and West and mixed them together and made them one person, but not good.
I think he looks like Matthew McConaughey, but like his cousin that he doesn't do OnlyFans with.
I don't like the hair. The hair is throwing me off.
Okay,
I don't like this
okay.
man's hair.
Unfortunately, I think Luke is so beautiful. So you
No,
saying
he's so hot,
and I want him
Kelly.
and Lindsay together.
Okay, let's talk about that for a second. Why do you
It's not
think
even a
that?
part of the show.
It's not. Neither Luke hasn't been on in seasons. Lindsay was on a FaceTime call this episode. We're like, let's talk about Luke and Lindsay.
Well, like they've been spending a lot of time together, and Lindsay's pipes burst or whatever happened in her apartment. First person she calls Luke. Luke shows up and helps, and I don't know. I've always kind of thought they were like hot together just because they were like hot people.
I've had the pleasure of meeting Luke, and
Oh,
he smells so good.
I bet.
He was at the backstage in like a Washoe Crappin show, and I got to meet him there, and he was like very like earnestly telling us about his jewelry and his candle line. And he was like, the candle's good, and I've got this fragrance line. And then he went like this, Patreon exclusive. He went like this, and he was like, "Come, smell me." And I was like, you want me to put my face against your shirt? I'm a married woman, mother of 2 children. I can't do that. I was like, what?
Incredible.
But he's like so earnest about it. Like he's not even trying to like thirst trap you. He's genuinely like, no, I made a fragrance and I'm really proud of it. Would you like to put your nose against my chest?
I'd be like,
He'd be like, no, I didn't spray down there by my dick. And you're like, no, start down there.
He has this reel on his Instagram that he must have posted in like 2022, 2021. I still think of it. And it's him in New York City, and it snowed out, and Iris is playing in the background, and he's just walking back and forth and then like kicks some snow and looks at the camera. I'll send it to you. I know exactly where it is.
Iris playing in the background is
It's
so
good.
funny.
It's so good. I'll send it to you once we're done recording.
I don't need to watch Heated Rivalry again. I'm just gonna watch that reel of Luke's walking in the snow to Iris. That's so freaking funny.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. Anyway, I think Ben's fine. Also, I don't think it's a big deal that she's like flirting with him, because like if her husband is being stupid, I think it's fine if a beautiful man wants to flirt with her. Not my level of beautiful, but fine. Also, like, Kyle's a little guy. He's a little guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's petite. He is. I was shocked when I saw him.
I would tower over him.
Kelly, you would 100%. Like I feel like I almost did. I'm only 5'3". Like he's just a very petite man. And I think that also there's something that happens in your 30s where like you want to be kind of thrown around a little bit. And like what your husband's drunk all the time, his dick probably doesn't work. Like,
well, I was gonna say, even how she describes like the wedding in Italy and her like skinny dipping with Ben and someone else, and she's like, and Kyle at a speaker walking around the pool.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't you want to be in the pool with your hot wife naked?
Yeah, but no, he wanted to be DJ.
He said, no, this song's sick.
He was like, I'm gonna put on Iris. Anyway, yeah, I was like, good for Amanda. Go off, girl. Get in your underwear and jump into that water. And then him being like, well, why didn't you tell me that you were gonna like go skinnies? Like I wanted to go skinnies. Like then you would have made it about yourself. And I don't want this to be about you for once, Kyle.
I am so glad you brought that up, because how dare he? He is whipping out his dick any chance he gets. I have seen that man's ass more than I've seen my own at this point. Like
100%.
He is always naked. And
yes.
Like what was his like rowdy howdy 40th birthday or whatever, or holy moly Kai, whatever, you know what birthday I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He like jumps out with a tiny little thing over his like dick. I'm like, you've done this in front of hundreds of people actually. And like he wasn't even naked.
I just don't love it. I think he does not like the fact that like Amanda is being fun. Amanda, you know, Summer should be fun, and now Amanda's being fun, and he does not like it.
Not fun.
Kyle's not fun right now. She was on Watch What Happens Live, and she said that they separated right before BravoCon, and people seem to feel that maybe that's not true. Some people feel like it happened before. Now, as a gossip queen yourself, I would love to know what you think, what you think the timeline is.
So the streets told me back in July that Amanda got her own apartment.
There you
go. I don't know. I don't know if that's true, but allegedly July, August, she was already living somewhere else. I mean, how crazy is it that he lost his wedding ring and then Amanda's like, well, I'm not wearing mine either. Like, you've passed the point of being toxic. You know what I mean? And it's like,
Yeah.
where did Kyle lose his ring? That's what I want to know.
At a fan's apartment.
Oh,
Probably. It's so gross. And when all that footage came out, like when the trailer dropped and somebody shared that like Snapchat of them being like, why is he still here? Amanda commented, this isn't even the one that I'm talking about on the season. So it's happened like multiple times.
How sick.
It's so gross. Oh my God. When I saw him after the crappies last year, it made me really sad because like people weren't around, but he was still there.
He's a lingerer.
Yeah.
When I used to drink, I was also a lingerer. People would be like, it's time for the party to end. I'm like, are you sure? Like, you don't want me to stay?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I've never seen eyes this dilated before. Okay,
Yeah.
I gotta get out of here.
And like, what sucks is like, I say this with like a lot of reality stars, is like, I like Kyle as a reality star. Like, I think he's a very fun reality star, and I don't think you can take that away from him, but he's not a great partner, obviously.
No.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with people being like, but I still think he's funny. I'm like, he is funny when he's being like
light.
Like cookie Kyle, not whatever, not dark Kyle, whatever we're seeing right now.
Yeah, exactly. That like dinner that they had where Kyle like just keeps muttering to himself and then Amanda mishears it. And like, I was like, oh my God, I would want to die. I would hate that.
I know.
What do you think about Bailey and Levi?
Well, pretty fucked up to give us another Bailey and another L name. But I really like them. I'm really hoping I don't like, because originally I liked Jesse, but I really thought Bailey crying over Sweet Greens was hysterical. And
amazing.
Levi seems fun. And I thought it was such like a girls moment where they're like both laying in the bed and Levi's like, I sleep naked. And she's like, you cannot sleep naked when I'm in your bed. Like, I feel like I've had that conversation with friends. Like, I don't know. They just felt so much lighter. And maybe, I think they're both very pretty before I say my next whatever I'm going to say. I think they're both beautiful, but I also think it's helpful that these men aren't trying to fuck them like immediately.
Yeah, exactly. I like that West was like, Levi looks so fun. Look at her. She when she came out in her costume with like the corn head, I was like, oh, she's great. She's like, gonna fit in great.
That's my sister that right there.
Yeah, and then also the fact that she was like, I was with the same guy for like 12 years from the age of like 15 to now, and I'm just figuring myself out. I was like, please be gay. Please. We need at least one lesbian on this show. Please.
I know. Or any gay.
Any gay. We had the one.
Oh, Steven.
Yeah.
But that was a long time ago.
It was, yeah. And allegedly he was not asked back because he was problematic.
I mean, rewatching it, I was like, oh, yeah. Not very kind behind those eyes.
Did I tell you I saw the Workuses?
Oh, Workus Circus? No. Oh, yeah, you did tell me that.
I did in Paris twice, 2 days, 2 separate days in 2 separate locations. I was like, oh my God. They're terrifying looking. Those women, I would feel safer around Carl than I would around the Workus twins.
You know what? When they were having issues with West and Jesse, they should have brought those girls back just for one night.
Amanda should really get the Workus girls on her side because they tower over Kyle.
And then we'll also go to battle over nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just like incredible. That's why I was like, I don't even want to stare at them. They're going to yell at me. Yeah, I do like the new girls. I thought the Sweet Green breakup story was so funny. It was so cute. I love that she started crying and then she was like, so I'm really looking forward to this thing. And I did appreciate Carl being like, it's okay. We've literally all been crying here.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. It's not a big deal. I did think Carl was like such a dad. Like, he was like, don't worry. We're going to clean up. I'm going to put on this stupid cowboy hat. We're all going to go out. I'm going to be in the mix.
He needed to take that fucking Yogi Bear hat off. It was too much for me, Nora. It was too much.
Anytime somebody comes on TV with a hat on, I say, there's a snake in my boots. I hate it so much.
It reminded me.
Stupid.
Do you remember in Scary Movie
Mhm.
like the state trooper's hat just kept getting bigger.
Yes.
That's what I felt like I was watching. I'm like, just take it off. You don't need to wear it at dinner.
Now, have you seen the stuff where like Chrissy Teigen like credited Carl
Yeah.
Radke for like her sobriety? I was like, what?
The world's crazy.
That's like okay, I was watching the Grammys and I noticed that all these like Ciara was at the Grammys and she looked fucking insanely
Yeah.
hot. And like I get it, like she got very popular from like traders and everything, but I was like, why are influencers and like people from like Love Island at the Grammys? Like it didn't make sense to me. But then I was like, but I guess this is the world that we live in now.
Well, do you want to know why they're all at the Grammys?
Why?
Because there's no more VMAs, there's no more Teen Choice Awards, there's no more lesser award
Wow.
shows, which is why we need them. You know, there are certain movies, Housemaid, it's not going to win an Oscar. It should win a Moon Man. It should win a
Yes.
Surfboard.
Are they done with the VMAs now?
I don't know. I think they're still doing music, but no more movies
Okay, that's
or
insane.
something or whatever it is. I don't know. MTV is fucking. It's. I keep saying the F word and I apologize. I swear it's
To whom? To whom?
I have so much cold medicine running through my veins right now.
You do not need to apologize
I'm
for fucking
sorry.
swearing. This is a safe place.
But yeah, I don't know if they're coming back. MTV is so stupid, but that's not what this episode is about. It's like they're late. They have so much good IP that
I
they're just letting
know.
like die because they want to play reruns of ridiculousness and Big Bang Theory.
Oh my God. Is that what they put on now? That's
Yeah,
really sad.
I'm like, what if you just played Laguna Beach in the Hills on a loop?
For me, specifically.
I think a lot of people would tune in.
You know what, a show I think a lot of people did not watch, myself included, like I did not sit and watch it the way I watched The Hills and Laguna Beach, is The City.
Oh, yeah. I can't believe I'm admitting this. I've never watched The City. I
Wow.
would not fuck with Whitney Port like that.
I was gonna say, are you anti-Whitney?
Not anymore, but definitely like 13, 14-year-old me. I'm like, I don't need to know what Whitney Port's up to.
I loved her. I was like, she seems like a Virgo, and I think that I get along with her.
I love Virgos too.
I know. So, anyway, the party was really fun. I thought everybody had a great time. I have to say, Sierra's energy is so incredible.
Well, she doesn't have her little Paige.
Mhm.
I think
Right.
Paige brought down the house. I do, especially the last few seasons. You know, it was frustrating for me to watch her be like funny at confessional or funny in this, and then like once in a while she'll like pop in and yell at Kyle, and then she
Yeah.
just sits on the couch at the reunion and acts like tough.
Yeah.
It
You're right.
really, yeah. But
No,
yeah, it's
yeah.
fun to see Sierra have fun and like. But Jesse Solomon, like these women like to act like they hate men, and I'm like, you don't, because if you did, Jesse would not be laying in bed with you guys being the third girl.
I know. I think that they try to like keep Jesse around in a way of being like, oh, he's just like our silly like friend. Like he gets to flirt with us, and it's like totally. I think that because they're girls that haven't fully fallen for the Jesse charm, they feel like any girl should not be able to fall for the Jesse charm, and so they keep him around. They're like, I
Okay.
think that they look at somebody like Lexi and think like, he's such a goofball. Like, why would you fall for this? And I think that that's why they like still keep him around or whatever. Him being labeled as musician this season set me off. It was so I was like, no, what was his job before?
He was
Finance?
what, finance?
Finance?
He's Michael Bublé reincarnated, don't you know?
Oh my God, I can't believe it. Now, I am not going to be, I mean, there was like a shot of him, like, I was like, you are such a loser. Like, I don't like Jesse Solomon at all. There's like a shot of him at the party with like a drink in his hand and like his boots on, just like walking past the pool. And he like points to some girls that are trying to get into the float and goes, that's a bad idea. And I was like, go away, Jesse Solomon.
I know. I'm like, he's such a Roger.
He is such a Roger. And you know what? He's another one that needs to just go home. Go
Yeah.
home. All of you men just need to go home. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You're loitering. Now, you know, once the vibe is off and you have nobody else to talk to anymore, you gotta go home.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's really what's happening here. And it's not fun. It's not cute to watch. I also really hope like Sierra doesn't, I think it's all just for the TV show. I think it's all just like trailers. But I
Yeah.
don't think that Sierra is actually going to do anything with Jesse Solomon. She said on Watch What Happens Live that she's not interested in any men on Bravo
That's for the best. Good. Good
or
for
white
her.
or white men.
Oh, could you
Even better.
imagine her dating like a hot like Yankees player or something?
She needs to be dating an athlete.
Yeah, she
1000%. She's too hot. Like she can't be with some like thumb from Bravo.
yeah. And she's
She's
also
broken into like Trader's World. Like she needs to know other people. She was at the fucking Grammys.
yeah, and I was gonna say, like, I saw a clip from her. I don't know what show it was, but she's like, one thing I'm excited about is people are gonna get to know me more than just being hot. And I actually tell the guys, like, listen, you can call me hot or whatever, but there's more to me. And like, I thought, was it last season where she told us like she likes to hike every like national park?
Yeah.
And I was like, where was this? You know, and like that's crazy that it took us 3 seasons to get to know that.
I think that just to, I did love watching Paige on TV. I thought that it was really fun. I think that confessionals, incredible, all that stuff. I think that Paige often was a voice of reason. I'm even down with the bedbug stuff, to be honest, because I love to rot. Okay. But I think that when Sierra came on the show, she was immediately put in with like Paige and Hannah Burner, like,
Mhm.
and the girls in that way. And she was brought in as a girl that had dated Luke. So
Yeah.
she was sort of brought in as a girl who dates guys, hot girl who dates guys. And then the next time we saw her was Winter House, where she started hooking up with Austin. And I think the Austin and Sierra thing went on longer than it needed to because of Paige and Craig.
Yeah.
And I think that like kind of pulled her into just being that type of a person. And then she was like hooking up with West. And it's just like, I do need her to be a person who is just more than hot. And I love that we're seeing, like, I loved her on Traders because
Mhm.
like she was amazing. Like we like got to see her whole personality. Also just be like individually hot without like a man associated with it. It was just like cool to see her. And also I feel like since Paige and Craig broke up, I don't know, maybe I just like didn't follow her Instagram much, but I feel like she's a lot more like open about her opinions on things.
Mhm.
Never really shied away from it, even on the show. Like she's called people out on shit, but like I do love that we're seeing that more of her. And I think that now we're like, she can also be open about how much she hates Kyle. She hates Craig. She hates Kyle. Like, I'm glad that we're going to get Sierra to be like, this is who I am because I don't need to protect your relationships anymore.
Yeah. That's a really good point. And also I want to say, like, with Paige, I get why people loved her and I get why she was good for the show. It's just
Yeah.
like I'd say the last like 2 seasons I got really frustrated with her. But yeah, I'm excited to see Sierra. West, he snuck his way back into my heart.
I
He
know.
did.
Unfortunately, he was adorable this episode.
Yeah. And the more I think of it, like, Sierra did ghost him for what, 10 days or 2 weeks or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I get why he was kind of like, maybe she's not into me. The thing he shouldn't have done is the New York Times article.
The
Like,
article was crazy.
the
Yeah.
article was crazy. It seems like he learned from it. And
Yeah.
he's also really outspoken, which I like. The whole,
Yes.
well, not the whole cast of Summer House, but like Kyle, West, and Sierra are all like so vocal about what they
Yeah.
believe in. And I think that's really cool. And I'm glad that West had like a fun first episode, and like even how he was with like the donkey and the goats, like
Yes.
in him and KJ. Oh,
Yeah.
when he's like, I know you deal with anxiety. Are you okay? Do you want me to check in? And KJ also is like such a different guy than we usually get. Like,
Yes.
Ben kind of feels like the kind of run-of-the-mill guy we get on Summer House, but KJ seems different.
Yeah, I really liked KJ. So initially, like, even just like him being in the car with West and just like talking about himself, and then he says like, yeah, I'm like always have a broken heart. He's like, I'm like Drake. And then he's like, oh no, I'm not like Drake. Like, I like loved that. I love like getting to know like the fact that he is a son of like a professional athlete, a
Mhm.
baseball player. That's very rich.
Yeah. Yeah.
that's crazy rich. And then they were like, have you ever been to the Hamptons? He's like, no, I don't like really come out here. Like, I feel like we're getting like a completely different vibe of a person, which is really nice. I like that he immediately started talking about his anxiety and just like
Mhm.
checking in. I hope that because Amanda and Kyle are so crazy and they're so toxic, that everybody else is like really sure of themselves. And like
Mm.
as a result, just more fun to watch. I think that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm excited to meet like I think there's 2 more cast members coming in, which is kind
So
of,
many.
yeah, feels like a lot.
Yeah.
But excited to meet them, honestly.
Yeah.
Um,
There is a black woman and then there's a woman named Dara. I did not get their names. It's a little Love Islandy.
okay. But I'm kind of thinking they're just prepping for next season and trying
Yeah.
to see like who's gonna stick because
It's an audition season.
because
Yeah.
newbies don't fucking stick at Summer House.
No, they don't. Between Bailey and Levi, I think that Levi has a higher chance
Okay.
of I would like her to stay, but she has a higher chance of disappearing into the background.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it
But
does make me sad for her.
her in the corn hat, I was like, oh, my new favorite. Okay.
Yes.
Like being silly. You know what? I always say this. People just need to laugh more and like I understand there's a lot happening in this world and
Yes.
you can't keep your head in the sand and you have to stand up for what you believe in, but you also need to laugh and like be silly and allow yourself to at least try and find things funny, like wearing a corn costume.
Yes. And I will say that early seasons of Summer House were fun because Kyle did bring the silly. He was silly as hell, right? And so I will say that whimsy is always a delight on TV. I love to see whimsy on TV. I just want to make sure that the whimsy is coming from people who aren't pieces of shit, you
Fair.
know?
Yeah.
And I think that for the most part on Summer House, we had that one season where that weird guy, he was like Craig's friend. He's, I think, also been on Southern Charm.
Corey.
Ugh, that gross homophobe, transphobe, creep, weirdo.
Who also wears like pearls and lace.
Don't get me started.
Uh,
Also
he's
is so ugly.
we just he's like looking at him. I'm like,
Hideous. You're hideous. You're a bigot and you're hideous. Get away from me.
oh, pick a struggle.
Well, that's it. That's the end of our Summer House and Vanderpump Rules chat. Do you have any other thoughts about these kooky, crazy kids?
No, I'm excited. I'm hoping Bailey and Levi like keep me laughing,
Yeah.
and I'm just excited that Amanda has like found a different voice, it seems, and like
Yeah.
cuz for so long people called her a doormat. They called her this, they called her that,
Mhm.
and I don't know. I get why some people will say that and call her lazy or whatever, but I'm like, she went to like UConn. Like she has
Yeah.
like an edge, like she created the lover boy look.
Yes. Yes.
So I feel like people just don't give Amanda enough credit. And yeah, I'm just excited to see her like take ownership over it. I'm excited to see Sierra. I do think unfortunately it will be a little bit of a love triangle type thing.
Ugh.
But honestly, I'm most excited to see Carl and Kyle fight and to hear Carl call Kyle a fucking loser.
Yes, 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 yes. That is what I'm looking the most forward to. I'm really looking forward to these two dumb boys fight with each other. Yeah, punch him in the fucking face. He probably deserved it.
Like whatever.
Whatever.
It's too bad Luke's not there to go, I don't like you.
Oh my god, adorable, sweet Minnesota Luke. Oh god, he's so hot. It hurts. It hurts. What was I gonna say about these two dummies fighting with each other? Oh, it's gone. The thought is gone. It probably wasn't that important, except for I can't wait to see it. Um, Kelly, what do you have going on? Tell everybody.
Yeah, so I still co-host Beyond the Blinds with Troy. Shout out to Troy. Hope he's starting to feel better. And next week
Prayers out to Troy. We're worried about him. I hope he's okay.
yeah, we want Troy to feel better.
Yes.
But next week I'm launching Nostalgia and Now. It's coming
Yes.
back and I'm so excited. Nor will be on it.
Mhm.
We have a fun conversation
Mhm.
planned. But yeah, I have like Jemmy from The Real World will be on it. No one knows
Amazing.
that until now.
Amazing.
And I have some boy band members who are coming on to chat. So we have some fun stuff coming for Nostalgia and Now.
Are the members of LFO still with us?
So there's only one, and I already interviewed him in like 2021.
Because when I think about, or how about BB Mac?
They're all alive. I just saw them, Nor. They're like on tour, and I'm going to their shows. Listen to this lineup, okay?
I can't wait.
BB Mac,
Okay.
Ryan Cabrera, and O-Town, hosted by Chris Kirkpatrick.
Oh my God.
Nothing better. If you guys have a chance to go see Pop 2000s, they should pay me for how much I say this, but they don't. You should go. It is so much fun. And O-Town's like really good.
No, I believe it. Hold on. What is it called? Pop 2000 tour?
Pop 2000s tour.
Oh my God, I'm gonna look it up.
And the one remaining member of LFO performs.
Oh my God, one remaining member of LFO. I thought earlier that the incest twins from Vanderpump Rules, they look very much like a guy that would try to make music like Ryan Cabrera to me.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said.
And then would, date one of the girls from the hills. Yeah, exactly. Are they playing in New York anywhere? They're playing in New Jersey. Okay. We're getting New Jersey and Philly. They were like, New York doesn't need
they have played in New York. I've seen them in New York. Can't confirm that they go to New York. Usually City Winery.
I want to... That's so funny. Them and the Reasonably Shady podcast. I want to know... how Chris Kirkpatrick is as a host.
So he does his best, he sings some NSYNC songs, and I've been told allegedly, like Lance Bass hosted it originally when I saw it the first time in like 2018. Aaron Carter was also on that tour.
Oh, wow, R.I.P.
Yeah, so Lance would perform with O-Town, and O-Town would sing. I noticed now that Chris hosts, O-Town doesn't sing, and Chris sings the whole song, and O-Town just does like harmonies in the background for him.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fair. That's fine. Chris does have a beautiful voice.
Well.
Well, guys, I can't wait to go on nostalgia now because we've already talked about it. I'm going to tell the people what our topic is. I'm going to talk to Kelly about my crushes in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I can't wait.
And we're going to go through Teen Choice Award winners of the hotties that have won Teen Choice Awards, and I'm going to make Nor talk about it.
Oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm going to be a horny 10-year-old again.
That's basically what nostalgia now is.
No, but 100%. Guys, that's it for this episode. I'll be back to talk about Traitors this weekend. I'm also going to do a deep dive into Karen Huger's interview with Andy Cohen. I wrote a lot of notes about it. I know Blair does make you watch some Housewives.
I did watch it. It was my first time ever seeing Karen, so you can imagine what that was like for me.
Oh my God, I can't believe that was your first time seeing her.
I was like, she seems a little off, and Blair's like, that's just Karen.
Yeah, that's actually her whole thing. Her whole thing is just slightly off. I'm listening to the words that you're saying, and they all sound right, but something is not right.
Yeah, and she goes, no, she's doing great. It's just Karen.
Actually, she looks the best that she has in a really long time. This is the best version of Karen we've gotten ever.
Yeah.
Guys, go follow Kelly at Laguna Biatch. Go listen to Beyond the Blinds. Make a prayer for Troy. Also, please go and subscribe to Nostalgia Now. When is it dropping?
Monday, February 9th.
Oh my God.
I know,
so
it's
exciting.
very soon. I recorded the Welcome Back episode and my voice is shaky because I'm more like vulnerable on it. I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? I'm back.
Okay, you're so ridiculous. You're like a nationally toured podcaster, please.
With someone else. It's been a long time since I've done anything solo.
All you need is yourself and your bob and you're fine.
Thank you.